Welcome to Nightmare Echoes. Listen, scream, and embrace your horror obsession. I'm your host, Eleazar, and today Margo is here to cover the Valentine's Day horror movie Companion. Did the advertisement give too much away? Did we see any of the twists coming? And was every couple in this movie toxic? If you dare follow us, all links in the description. Next week on the podcast, Hellraiser Deader. But until then, a movie that reminds you to always read the user manual. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nightmare Echoes. I'm your host, Eleazar. I'm joined again by Margo. Margo, how's it going?
Hello. We're happy to be your companions for the day. I don't know. Whatever time you're listening to this.
Right. Well, it's scheduled to come out in February around our Valentine's Day season. This one came out in 2025, and it's 97 minutes long. It's directed by Drew Hancock, who also did My Dead Ex and Suburgatory. Neither of those I've seen. But it stars Sophie Thatcher. I know her from The Boogeyman and Raised by Wolves, and also in Boba Fett, the TV show. She was like the biker gang.
I didn't watch that. I watched the first episode and it was boring. Sorry.
And then Heretic.
I gotta say something really spicy, which is I think almost all those Star Wars, and I like Star Wars, all those Star Wars TV shows are kind of boring, and I include The Mandalorian. Sorry, not sorry. I haven't watched some of them though. Oh, I did like the one with what's his name, Diego Luna. What's that called? It's his like name. It's the title show. You know what I'm talking about? Where they're like stealing something or something, and okay, whatever.
Yes, I do know what you're talking about. This is the prequel.
Yeah.
How the heck have I not? I love the movie that it's based on, Rogue One.
Yeah,
Then they got his character, and yes, I'm blinking as well. But you're right, that show was amazing.
Yeah, I like that. But all the other ones are boring. Sorry.
Anyway, so she's also in Yellow Jackets, and as a fun aside,
it's Andor.
Thank you. Yeah. As a fun aside, I have a trading card collection of Sophie Thatcher's, which is based on her character.
That's funny.
Because it's the only trading card out of everything she's been in, but I have a lot of them, that has a trading card. Like I was like, ooh, Sophie Thatcher trading cards. And it was a joke. It started as a joke because I listened to another podcast that says, if you're really into these stars, you would have a shrine. And they're like, just kidding. Don't go make shrines, guys. That's creepy. And then I was like, oh, I don't have a shrine of anybody. So I think I was watching.
It's kind of creepy.
I know. And it was just a joke, but I started buying. I love trading cards. So I just started buying that one. I was talking to someone else online that did one for the guy from Smile who was in Scream 5, Kyle Gardner. So she started buying trading cards from him from his like teenage years where he was in The Flash and stuff like that, which I thought was kind of hilarious. It also stars Jack Quaid, Scream. He's in The Boys, Star Trek Lower Decks, Hunger Games. So
yeah, I think he looks like a poor man's Joshua Jackson. Sorry, I'm sure he's a very nice man in real life. And that's still more attractive than most people.
What's funny though is when I was watching Happy Death Day to You, I thought Israel Broussard looked like a poor man's Jack Quaid.
He kind of
like,
does.
They could have gotten Jack Quaid for this, but I guess he aged out of the role.
Really funny.
It also has Luke Gage, who I know I shared that video with you, but he became pretty famous on the internet when, during an interview on a Zoom meeting, the interviewer thought he was muted and started saying that the apartment that he lived on was really crappy, and he handled it really well by saying, that's why you should hire me so I could get a better apartment.
Yeah.
And the internet seemed to love him after that. And then he was also in Smile 2, which he plays a really creepy guy. He has that smile down. Even in interviews, he can just do it right there on the spot. It's not CGI at all.
It's British, right? The actor?
If he is, I didn't think so.
I remember the video. Was the video he was British? Why do I think that? Maybe not. Maybe
I didn't think
the
he
director British? Was that why I'm thinking of that?
That could have been it, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Somebody was British.
Someone's always British, Margo. We have Megan Suri as Kat. She's in a horror movie called It Lives Inside, and then a TV show called Never Have I Ever.
Oh yeah, I love that show. It's so good.
That's cool. I don't know about it.
It's like a young adult show. It's like about kids in high school, but it's so cute.
Okay. And then we have Harvey
Guyen, I'm pretty sure.
Guillen. Thank you. He plays Eli. He's from What We Do in the Shadows.
He's amazing in that show. I love that
Yeah,
show. I mean, it's over now, wah, wah,
I
but
know. I
he was
need to
so
make
good.
time for it because everybody always shows me clips of how they get people to play other famous vampires that they were
Yeah,
in other media without ever saying their name,
yeah.
so they can get away
He
with it, which I think
plays
is awesome.
his character Giro in the show is like their familiar, quote unquote, but it's so funny because he like has to take care of them like they're babies sometimes.
Right.
Anyway, that show is really good if you haven't watched it.
No, I know. I need to watch it.
Yeah,
And then Rupert Friend, is that his name? Rupert Friend.
I think so. Who's
He
definitely British, but he's playing some
yeah
kind of Russian guy.
yeah he's Sergey. He plays he definitely has a tan, and he's on Jurassic Park, or he's in Jurassic Park Rebirth, the newest one that just came out.
I've seen other things with him in it, but yeah, he's 100% British, and
Yeah,
he plays a Russian guy. He's doing a Russian accent. Is it a good run? I don't know.
it's convincing to
It's good
me.
for Americans. It's
Yeah,
good enough
right.
for
For
Americans.
this dumb American. Yeah, you got it. So the movie had a budget of $10 million and it grossed around $36
Oh
million
wow, nice.
worldwide. So it made a profit. It has a critic score of about 93%, although I didn't find an audience score this time. And at the Palm Springs International Film Festival, Drew Hancock is listed as the directors to watch winner, which is kind of neat. Do you want to say anything before we start it?
No, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
All right. So we have this kind of meet cute where we have a voiceover of Iris, and she's talking about seeing the world that is normally thick, dark clouds covering everything, but it can be a good thing because there are times when the clouds all part and you get to see the world for what it really is. We see Iris meet Jack. This is their meet cute, and it's at a grocery store that begins their relationship. He works up the nerve to go talk to her. He grabs an orange, and embarrassingly, it causes all the oranges on the whole rack to fall down, which causes them both to
There's no
laugh.
way that would really happen.
Yeah. I mean,
I know, but I'm just saying because that would be a huge disaster every time somebody got an orange.
yeah, right. And it's not like he got it from the bottom either.
No,
He
he
got it
just
on the
picked up
top.
the orange.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, that's pretty funny. He jokes that it was smooth, and she jokingly agrees. Then the voiceover tells us there are moments that are rare, and if you're lucky, you'll experience them once in your lifetime, where you can see clearly. She says she got to experience this twice. The first time was the day that she met Josh, and the second time was the day she killed him. And then we get the opening credits, and I'm like,
So we
whoa,
know
hold on.
so we know how it's gonna go.
Spoiler, guys. So
Speaking about spoilers, the
sure.
trailer for this movie spoils it,
Oh, big time.
right? Which is funny because I'm like, interesting because is there a way to make this trailer so that you know it's gonna be like kind of like a people are killing people, but not know why? I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
know.
know. That's
But
always the debate.
yeah, but you 100% know what's going on from
Yeah,
the
I would
trailer.
argue I think there's another twist that even though I knew this twist, I
Well,
knew
I
that.
knew the twist too because I figured it out after knowing the first twist. I figured the second twist out. And
Okay,
if we're talking about the same one,
maybe, yeah, because I
um,
didn't. I was blown away by it. I was like, oh my gosh.
yeah, and so the first twist of the movie, and again, this is not a spoiler because you know this from the trailer, is that Iris is a robot.
Right.
And yeah, so the funny thing is that his pet name for her is Beep Boop. What is it?
Yeah, right.
Boop.
Uh,
Beep boop. Beep boop.
beep boop. Yeah,
Like a robot. Beep
I
boop boop.
know.
I was like, oh my God, can you be more obvious? But
Yeah,
I guess she doesn't suspect she's a robot, so I guess why not be obvious?
sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like analyzing personality. He likes to feel in control. He likes to be superior.
Yeah.
So maybe it's his way of being like, haha, I'm more intelligent than you are. Although he
Well,
sets her
he
intelligence
literally is because he can
low,
set her intelligence low.
which
Exactly.
is like a red flag, guys. He's a
Well,
bad
anyway,
boyfriend.
we're jumping ahead because at
We
first
are.
we just see this couple and they're going like on a road trip together.
Sure.
And yeah, she talks about killing the times that she was awake or whatever, and it was when she met him and when she killed him. Anyway, and then he says like, "Hey, sleepyhead," or something like, "Wake up."
Right.
And
He
then
says Iris. He says Iris, wake up, which is a command phrase.
Well,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
so she's like, "Oh, how long was I asleep?"
right. She says she was dreaming about them, and he wants to know if she was dreaming about sexy time. And she says she was dreaming about the first time they met. She's then concerned that the road they're on isn't any maps, and he says he thinks they're just in the driveway. And we see that Josh isn't driving the car, it's an automatic self driving car.
Mhm.
Then the camera pulls up to show that there's all this land around them and a lake behind it, and there isn't another house that can be seen anywhere near them. And the title card goes up into the sky, and in bright pink, it says companion.
Yeah, it was interesting the technology in this movie because
Yeah.
a lot of it seemed just like regular everyday today technology. And then there's things, yeah, like these crazy realistic robots who think they're
Hmm.
human. So
Right.
basically real AI, not this like generative AI that we call AI today, but like
Right.
actual AI. And they have like self-driving cars, which we kind of have today, but they can't really drive on the road yet. I mean, they can, but
Sure.
so that was interesting. So, like, I don't know what time period this is supposed to be in because, yeah, I mean, the technology to create, I guess it's just an alternate reality
Right.
time
It's like
period.
an
Yeah.
alternate now, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, again, we're close to self driving cars. I think we could have self driving cars if everybody had a self driving car.
I feel like we have taxis now that are
They are. They have those
like
Waymos.
right. That they have like
Yeah.
a zillion cameras all over them, and then
Hmm.
they're driving. I've only seen that one struggle once when there was a turning light that never turned green,
Hmm.
and everybody just kept giving up and then like going
Going around
around,
it.
like
Yeah.
waiting
But
till
the Waymo would never do that. Yeah.
never do it, just stuck there at the light. So if there's
Yeah.
someone in that car, they are just
Like,
screwed.
okay, well, then you can probably get out.
Into
I can't
traffic?
yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess,
It would
but
suck a little bit.
yeah, but I can't imagine it's gonna trap you in the car.
Right. Yeah. No, it's not
But,
safe to get out now. Right.
yeah, I don't think that would happen.
So when they stop, Iris makes time to thank the car. She's like, "Thank you, Josh's car,"
Mhm.
which seems really cute, but a weird thing to do. And then Josh kind of giggles and says thank you as well. And then as they walk up, we see this little rustic cabin in the woods is less of a cabin and like a really, really nice lake house.
Yeah, it's like a super modern, huge ass house.
Right. And
Beautiful
then,
house.
at,
You know how I call houses modern monstrosities? This
yeah,
is a modern monstrosity, but in a good way.
sure. Well, there's no one else to see it. So it's not like any
Exactly,
neighbors are
thank
going to
you.
complain
So
that
it's
it's
like,
nice or,
I don't mind the modern monstrosity. I think modern monstrosities are cool, but not when it's right next to like, you have 2 cute, like, craftsman style houses, then all of a sudden there's this huge modern, again, monstrosity, like, right in the middle of them. That's what I think looks insane, but anyway,
right.
this is
I
perfect
get you.
because it has a beautiful view. It's not near anything else. Yeah.
Right, and then one small detail here is that on rewatch, Josh is holding this like small bag, and Iris is carrying both suitcases and her
I
purse.
didn't notice that.
Like he's just
That's
got her
so
like a pack.
funny.
He's got her like a pack mule. Iris stops, and Josh can tell something's wrong, and she's got this like self-conscious complex. She's worried that none of his friends like her, and she's sure that Kat hates her, but he says the cat hates everybody. When they do ring the bell and Kat answers, she just talks to Josh, kind of ignores Iris, and then when she finally does acknowledge Iris, it does feel like, oh, she
She's
doesn't
like,
like her at
"Oh,
all.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly."
And then we go inside. We see a very happy Patrick in the kitchen wearing a blue apron and preparing dinner. Eli comes in the room, giving Josh a big hug and is very inviting to Iris,
Yeah,
asking her to join the hug as well.
yeah.
When she asks him how he's doing, he says that they're good. He also mentions that he's really drunk. Kat then points out Sergey to Josh. They have met before. He comes over to give Josh a big hug and introduces himself to Iris, calling her a beautiful creation.
Mhm.
Um, right? I know, right? So if you didn't know, if there's a world where you didn't know what was coming,
Mhm.
which I feel like when I showed my family, I didn't let them look at the poster.
Yeah,
I didn't let them know anything about it.
yeah,
So I think they might have been tricked
yeah,
only because you had to set it up for them.
right.
Okay. So he says he's heard a lot about her, and she says the common response of all good things, I hope.
Mhm.
And it just seems like he's creepily checking her out instead
Yeah.
of answering.
Yeah, he definitely makes her uncomfortable too.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
tell. Yeah.
She tells him it's a nice house. We found out there's another one for 17 miles, and he owns all the land around the lake because he's paying for seclusion, which doesn't come cheap.
Mhm.
Sergey asks if they want a drink, and Iris says that she just wants to take a shower. So Sergey asks Kat to tell him which room's theirs, and so Iris leaves out of the room. And in case I didn't break down the couple's dynamics here, Kat is dating Sergey. We do find out he's married.
Which I did not get until they
Okay.
explicitly said it. I was like, who's this rando? This rando Russian guy? Where'd he come from?
Right.
But then, yeah.
And then Eli and Patrick are also an item.
Well, because, yeah, originally I thought Patrick was Kat's boyfriend because he was like cooking in the kitchen. So I was like, oh, they're like coasting. And then I'm like, wait, who's this Russian guy? Anyway, but yeah.
But
Eli and Patrick are a couple. And yeah, and Kat and the Russian guy, what was his name? Who cares?
Sergey.
He's Sergey.
Right, and it's Sergey's house.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So we see in the room, Iris is unpacking all their items, and the camera zooms in to the contents of the suitcase and focuses on a small silver flash drive. Mm-hmm. We then see Iris taking a shower. She comes out, clears off a section in the mirror, and repeats to herself what Josh told her earlier, which was smile and act happy. We cut to dinner where Patrick is talking about how he first met Eli. He was wearing a ridiculous Dracula costume at a party where he didn't know anyone, snacking on something he says looks like hummus but wasn't. He's then tapped on the shoulder. When he turns around, a big puffy green dinosaur is telling him in a muffled voice, "You're standing on my tail." Patrick goes on to say that Eli took the dino head off and he met the most beautiful man. Josh has to ruin the sweet moment by asking if he met that beautiful man after he met Eli, and Eli flings some food at Josh, telling him to shut up. So that was their meet cute.
Yeah.
Josh laughs that he
This is the exact moment I'm like, oh.
Oh, really? That's good, because I did not. Yes. I did not.
I was like, okay.
I was totally tricked by this, Mark. I was totally fooled. So Iris wants to learn more about the story. She asks when Patrick knew that Eli was the one. Patrick says right there, because in that moment, they locked eyes and something just clicked into place. He's worried that it sounds cheesy, but Iris tells him that it isn't cheesy at all because she gets it, going on to describe how meeting Josh affected her in a similar way, saying that she would spend the rest of her life doing whatever it takes to make him happy. Sergey compliments the food, and Eli says that he spoiled him and he's gained 10 pounds since they've met, and Josh jokingly asks, only 10. And then they all laugh.
Poor Eli. His friends are not nice.
They're not, right? We cut to Patrick cleaning the kitchen, and Sergey's opening a bottle of wine with an automatic cork remover. Patrick asks Sergey what he does for a living.
I need one of those. I don't even drink wine, but yeah, that's cool.
And then Patrick asks Sergey what he does for a living, and he says that his hands are in many pots and his hands are very dirty.
Oh my God, I just got that joke.
Right? I know, right? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'll explain the joke later. But
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so yeah, the way that he says it, of course, makes it seem like he's like into like who knows what. Yeah, exactly. Well, he's Russian. Mm-hmm. He's like super rich.
Exactly.
This is kind of like, we already talked about this in another episode, but you haven't seen the movie Anora.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
No.
Well, in the movie, she gets married to this like young Russian guy. I think he's one of those countries. And the whole time I'm thinking like they're like mobsters, and they are not. They're just rich. Because I'm like, funny. Oh my God, they're gonna get killed. I mean, she's gonna get killed. Somebody's gonna get killed. Spoiler: nobody gets killed in the movie. They're just like, ah.
Which is probably why it's not on my list.
Well, no, it's not a horror movie.
I know, I get it.
It's more like a drama.
I'd make my wife. I'd make my wife mad often when I'm like, oh, but no one died at the end. That would have really made the movie better.
Nobody dies. But my friend and I watched it, and she's like, they're gonna kill her. They're gonna kill her. And then at some point, I'm like, I don't think anybody's getting killed. I think we can relax. It's not that kind of movie. Anyway,
it's pretty funny.
But yeah, so he's Russian, and he says he's getting his hands dirty. So yeah, he must be like some kind of mobster or something. We don't.
Right. It does give that impression. In the living room, Iris and Kat are talking. Iris tells Kat that Sergey seems nice, and Kat says that he has everything you want in a man. He's rich, intelligent, and he has a beautiful wife. Iris is shocked that he would be married and asks if they love each other. Kat says that he would have to think of her as a human first because she sees herself as an accessory. Mm-hmm. She wears what he wants, eat what he wants, and fucks when he wants. And in the end says, well, look who I'm talking to.
Which confuses Iris. Like, huh?
Yeah. So Iris flat out just asks, do you not like me? And Kat tells Iris, it's not that I don't like you. I don't like the idea of you. It makes me feel replaceable. Iris tells her that no one can replace her and wishes that she could be more like her, but she just wasn't built that way. And it feels like there's something inside of her holding her back. Then we have this amazing dance scene where we play the song Boy by Book of Love, and Eli motions to Patrick to dance, who acts like he possibly couldn't, but then in 1 second up, and they have this awesome dance. Everybody gets up. They have to knock Josh's cell phone out of his hand so he can get off the couch. And then in this dance scene, while everybody's kind of trading partners and having fun, Iris seems to get jealous of Josh, who is whispering back and forth with Kat. Iris goes across the room, pulls him away so he could dance with her. A small note that the song Boy, it came out in 1985, and it is written about a woman who's frustrated because she has an affection for a boy who likes boys. And the song is about her standing outside of a gay bar waiting for the boys to come out so she could play with them.
Oh, interesting.
Right. So I thought that was really interesting. But
wait, I wanted to mention something else about this dance scene. It's that they're playing a CD.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Why are you not playing on your Spotify playlist? It's so funny. I'm like,
with all the other advanced technology they have at the moment.
I mean, when was the last time you played a CD? The only time I actually do still have all my CDs.
That's what I'm saying.
I bought a CD player specifically to play them.
Well, I listen to them in my car.
Okay, yeah.
Because I still have a CD player.
You have an old car.
Right.
Which I do and you do. So I can play a CD in my car. But otherwise, I'm not listening to CDs. So I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, and then every once in a while I'll switch out the bands. Like right now I have 3 Nirvana CDs in there, but I might switch them all out.
You got a 3 CD player.
No. I have them in my glove compartment.
You just have 3 CDs.
Yeah, right. Well, actually, I guess it's 4. It's these sleeves that hold 2, 1 in each side. So it's 4 Nirvana albums. And I'll probably switch them out for like White Stripes next week or Metallica or something.
Okay, whatever.
Have something.
I just listen to my, Spotify.
I get you. But yeah, it does seem out of place with how much the rest of the world is about advanced technology.
They kept doing a not a slow-mo, but a real close in on the CD player for some reason. I was like, nice. It's a cool CD player, but I'm like, I don't understand the significance of this. And after watching the movie, I still don't. They just really like that CD player. I don't know.
They do. You're right. So right as the song ends, we have a hilarious transition where we see Josh's O face as he's finishing on top of Iris during sex.
And she does not seem like she was enjoying it.
Right. She's
just laying there okay.
She seems only happy that he's happy and apologizes for being mopey earlier. He faces the other way and without turning around, he just says, Iris, go to sleep. So the scene ends. The next morning, he's brushing his teeth and she's already dressed to go out wearing a cute white and pink outfit. She says it's nice out and he asks what's the weather and she responds with, it's currently 72 degrees with an 83% chance of rain in the evening. And he laughs and says that never gets old. She asks if he's ready and he says he's feeling great, but that she should go out and he'll stay back, take a shower and get a cup of coffee. She says it was his idea to go out, but he wants her to go without him. He calls her Beep Boop, and what seems like a really cute but less common nickname.
It's actually a pretty cute nickname, unless it's a nickname. Well, if it's a nickname for a robot that knows they're a robot, then it's still pretty cute.
Right, yeah.
But not so cute. To a woman who thinks she's not a robot, that's not so cute.
Right. As she finally agrees to go herself, we see him reach into his pocket and pull out his cell phone and that flash drive that we saw earlier. Right. So on the sand next to the water, she takes off her shoes and then she notices that she has a flick to open switchblade in her pocket. She opens it, seems really confused about it. Then when Sergei shows up, she closes it and puts it back in her pocket. He says something to her in Russian and he explains it means good morning. And she does say it right back. And he's like, oh, your Russian's really good. He then says it's a nice view, but you can't tell if he's talking about her or the lake. And he does a toast to love. She's creeped out. She's ready to go back inside, but Sergei insists she stays there to keep him company. She agrees to stay and keep him company. And then he pulls out lotion, asking her to lotion his back and shoulders. This, unfortunately, leads to him grabbing her hand. And when she asks what he's doing, he tells her that it's okay because it was Kat's idea who gave Sergei permission. She asks him to let go, but he tells her that's what she does. This is what she's for. and you can see she's about to cry when he starts to kiss her shoulder.
Yeah, she's very upset.
Yeah, we cut to Kat, Josh, and Eli and Patrick, and Eli is talking about how drunk they were last night. He's saying he never gets bloated, and Patrick says that Eli does get dehydrated. This is when, on the side of the screen, Iris holding the knife full of blood.
She's
She
like
walks in.
covered in blood.
Right, yeah. Eli says, "What the fuck?" Getting everyone's attention, and the camera turns to Iris. Josh jumps up asking what happened, and Iris says she didn't mean to, but he forced himself on her. Josh asks if she means Sergey, which I mean seems obvious since all the other 5 of them are there. Kat runs out to check on Sergey, and Josh tells her to look him in the eye and tell him what happened. He says that she knocked him in the head with the liquor bottle, and when he fell, the back of his head hits a rock, and it causes him to bleed. So he backhanded her, gets on top of her, started choking her, and she pulls out a knife and stabs Sergey in the neck.
Right in the throat. Got him in the carotid, and he starts spraying blood all over her.
Yeah. She tells Josh that the only thing she could think of is that if she died, she'd never get to see Josh again, which hurt much more than the pain of being choked to death.
Really?
Right. I know. I was ready to say something because you're like, this is toxic.
Well, I mean, it would be toxic, but
Right. As she tells
this
Josh
is
she loves
something that
him.
Edward of Twilight would say to Bella, and a vice versa. And I'd be like, oh no,
Right.
oh no.
So he very loudly says, "Iris, go to sleep." Then we see her eyes go white with a computer sound, and the screen goes black.
Yeah. So at this point, if you didn't know, this is at the point where you would realize that she was a robot.
Right. Yeah.
But of course, we did know because we saw the trailer and knew that she's a robot from the very beginning.
Right.
But yeah, but that would have been a cool moment. Just saying.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm saying. I think my dad and my wife got to experience it
like
that way. Like, oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
So then we see her tied to a chair, and Josh is assuring the group that she doesn't have any super strength and is only as strong as they want her to be. Josh is watching as Patrick is her feet, saying that it's the handcuff knot, and he gives like the Cub Scout salute.
Yeah, like
so that was funny.
Yeah.
Eli tells Josh that he gave Kat 2 Xanax to help her sleep and asks what now. And Josh says they need to just call the cops and tell them what happened. Eli is confused because they're supposed to have safeguards against this. And as Eli's about to call, Josh asks if he doesn't mind going outside for the call because he wants to say goodbye. Eli seems super supportive and understanding, and he does so. Josh pulls up the chair, turns her on, where she's freaking out, and he explains to her that she's a robot.
Yeah.
He tells her she's not allowed to lie to him as part of her programming. She obviously doesn't believe him, and he says that she's a companion bot. He hates to use the term fuck bot, says she's so much more. She's like an emotional support robot that fucks. She thinks he's joking, so he asks again, "Iris, what's the weather?"
I mean,
she does the same.
Not to be, but maybe some men do think that about their girlfriends. Period. All right, continue.
No, I know. I'm
not saying that about you, Eleazar, but I'm just like,
I get the metaphor.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So he then pulls out his phone, asking her if she speaks other languages, and then switches the language she's speaking to prove to her that she's a robot. All of a sudden, she starts speaking Spanish and then other languages. He names languages that he's never heard of that she could speak if he wanted to make her do it. She talks about the time they met, and he says it was a list of meet cutes. He just picked one off of a list, and it could have been a million possible scenarios. He asks if she wants to know how they really first met, and we cut to a flashback of Min bringing her into the apartment in a box with a bunch of clothes on racks, and he has to sign for her. They tell him he really should read the user agreement, but he seems too excited or bothered.
Who reads that user agreement? Yeah. Do you notice what song was playing when they delivered her?
No, what song?
It was Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh,
Isn't that funny?
That is good. He asks if she'll know she's a robot, and the tech guy explains that she'll be so fixated with what he wants and needs that it won't ever occur to her. The tech guy says you can customize her, and he is focused on adjusting her intelligence. The tech guy tells him not to worry because there are a lot of government regulations that limit how smart and strong they're allowed to be.
It's interesting because I thought when they were visiting her, or they were delivering her rather, that his apartment didn't look super, like he didn't, I assumed he was rich, right? Because like this technology has got to be super expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's not. It's just, but they explain it later.
They do, yeah.
But yeah, I was like, that's interesting because why couldn't he yeah, how is he affording this? But anyway, they say later that he's just renting.
He's renting her, right?
Yikes!
Right, I know, right?
Even worse.
I don't want someone's used robot.
Yeah, well, I guess they're cleaned. I don't know.
Right. So we also learn here how he would factory reset her if he ever wanted to change her back. They also say she can't hurt humans, animals, or other companions, and she literally can't lie. To create a love link, he has to sit right in front of her, which he has to clean his like messy coffee table to make room to sit down, make eye contact, and say his full name. And we usually hear, as soon as he activates her, she smiles and she's like, "Hey, you." And then we cut to behind the door. We're outside of the door. He's already having sex with her in the bedroom. We cut to current events where he tells her that her tears are like wiper fluid for your car, and he gets them topped off every time he takes her in.
He's just plain water. Yeah.
Right, yeah. This is when Kat walks in asking what he's doing, telling him to shut her down. Iris starts to panic, and Josh says that it's not cool. You can't tell a robot you're going to shut her down. Josh didn't.
Yeah, you should have told her. You should have just shut her down to begin with. Not that I want him to be successful in his endeavor because he's a horrible person, but if he had just shut her off to begin with, this would have, none of the movie would have happened. This would be the end.
Right. But, so Josh doesn't think to shut her off when he goes to talk to Kat.
What do you think his motivation in this is? Do you think he's like thinks he needs to be quote a good guy or what?
He probably thinks he's a good guy
because he obviously doesn't care about her because of what happens.
I think he wants to give the appearance that he does, though.
I know, exactly. I think so too, because I'm like, what? Why are you doing this? Just shut her down and like, who cares?
Right.
But anyway.
So as they walk into the other room, you see Iris is left alone. She's still on. She sees the knife. She starts making her way to it. And so
at this point, too, she believes that she is a robot.
Right. She knows. Right.
Yeah.
So Josh says that the plan is still the same and that he will talk to her, turn her off permanently, and then break open a champagne bottle and wait for the cops to show up. Josh doesn't understand why she isn't as excited as he is, and she says that she is, but it's just the Xanax that she took. He's surprised that she took it, and she goes, "It's a Xanax, Josh. I'm not going to not take it," which I thought was kind of funny.
I mean, I would probably not take a Xanax in that situation, but whatever.
Right, you have to keep a level head, yeah.
Exactly.
When he gets back to the room, he sees her trying to cut herself free, and when he starts to tell her to go to sleep, she chops him in the throat. Right. Yeah. Iris chops him in the throat so he can't use his voice. Yeah. She then grabs his phone and says sorry. Kat walks in, and Iris gives her instructions on how to care for Josh because she still loves him. As Iris walks out, Patrick sees her and tries to tell Eli, but Eli shushes him, saying, "I'm on the phone right now." And it felt like a parent telling their child, like, "Hey, not now, we're busy."
Yeah, exactly.
The adults are talking.
Yeah.
Then Josh and Kat are outside explaining to Eli that he modded Iris. And Eli asked, "Did you jailbreak your sex bot?" Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So Josh explains that if they don't stop her before the cops arrive, they won't be able to reset her programming, and they will know that she was tampered with.
Yeah. So do we know what happened now, or is he about to tell them?
Yeah, right here, you can explain it if you want.
So so he got this this mod so that he can go into her programming and mess with details that he's not supposed to have access to. And he increased her aggression. So she was able to like hurt people, which is how she killed
Sergey.
Yeah. So Josh had like planted, I don't remember anyone's name. You know that? Josh had planted the knife in her pocket so that she would attack him. And the whole reason is because Sergey's rich and he has a safe full of cash, just full of cash. Why? Not explained, but he just has, maybe he's one of those people that thinks that the banks are going to fail and he just needs to have cash on hand. I don't know. He has $12 million in cash.
Right. So we find out that the code to the safe is Stalin's birthday. And with the $12 million is a 6-shooter revolver. But I thought it was funny because a lot of people online pointed out that it is a Dan Winston .117 caliber pellet gun. So it doesn't fire real bullets.
I thought that too as soon as I saw it. It's like, but this is just a pellet gun. I don't understand.
So it took a lot of people out of the movie that knew gun.
Yeah, that's me too. Yeah, it took it right out.
Which is too funny.
Just kidding. I
know you're kidding, Margo. I just think it's a fun tidbit that I was hearing this on the internet. That people were like, "Oh my gosh, it looks so fake." I'm like, okay.
Just like my moment of Knives Out, which I won't go into again, but just takes you right out. I'm just like, ah, no.
So Eli asks why they invited him and Patrick to the party, and he says that they invited them to corroborate their story.
Yeah.
But now Josh says that they can split it 3 ways, and Eli says, "You mean 4-way split?" Pointing at Patrick is there, and Josh goes, "Are you kidding me?" Saying Patrick doesn't count. Eli gets really upset, turns to Patrick, and he says, "I'm sorry you had to hear that." Patrick says he doesn't mind, and it looks like he's going in for a kiss, but then Eli says, "Patrick, go to sleep." And this one did shock me. I didn't
I
see it
did.
coming at all.
As soon as he explained this like meet cute they had, I was like, no way. This guy is fake too.
That's crazy. Okay. So yeah, it totally got
Um,
me. I love that it got me.
and unlike Josh, Eli actually treats Patrick like he likes him,
Yeah.
whereas
Right.
Josh kind of seems to dismiss Iris most of
Right.
the time.
Eli's pissed that Josh is going to try to ruin his love with Patrick, and Josh tells him that he knows he really loves him because he could have traded him for a newer model a long time ago. Eli asks, "Are you robo shaming me?" Which made me laugh.
Robo shit.
And then they argue back and forth. Josh saying that they had a plan, the whole thing out. And Eli says that Irish did all the work, and Josh wants to take credit for planting the knife. Kat jumps in to stop them arguing, saying that they're offering Eli $4 million, and all he has to do is find one little robot girl in the woods. So he wakes up Patrick saying, "Hey, let's go hunt. We're going to go to the hunt a
Robot
robot
hunting.
girl." And he's like, "Oh, this sounds like fun."
It's like, okay.
So we cut to Iris in the woods while they're still talking about the details. Eli calls dibs on the gun. Josh says they won't need it because all they have to do is get close enough for him to command her and then grab his phone and turn off the mod. Eli asks if she has your phone, does she have your passcode? And Kat turns to Josh, looking really worried. We see that Iris unlocks his phone, and so Eli grabs the gun, and Kat wants to know what she can do with his phone. So Iris, we see that she plays with her own eye color. She changes the pitch of her voice, and we then see that her intelligence is set to 40%.
I wanted to say I forgot to mention this. This actress has a very deep voice. Did you notice that?
She does have a kind of deep voice, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like you don't expect it. Is that a sexy voice? Hi, hi. I have a deep voice. I don't know.
I mean,
Anyway,
I do find her
she's
attractive, but I
attractive.
don't
She's
know.
attractive, but I
Yeah,
mean, is her voice adding to it? I don't know.
I
But
don't
it
know. I
was
did
an interesting sounding voice. I don't just say.
sure.
Okay, but yeah, go ahead. So yeah, she notices her intelligence is set at 40. They also in the scene where they were setting her up, the guy said that she can't be like she's not like robot intelligent, and she can't be. The
Right,
like smartest she is like Ivy League
right.
Ivy League or
If
not
you set
like
her at 100%, right?
yeah, even if she said her. So she's not gonna be like calculating like math in
Yeah,
her head or whatever. So anyway,
right,
but she chases her intelligence from 40. Come on, Josh, not even 50.
right.
to
She seems disappointed in Josh when she realizes this, and then
100.
when she
Yeah,
raises to 100, it looks like her eyes open up wide, and
yeah,
she just can see everything in the world.
yeah.
So we see the group out there yelling. Kat wants to know if they have a Find My Fuckbot app, and he says, "Yeah, but it's on the phone." Josh says they should split up, and Kat go with him one way, and Eli and Patrick go the other. Eli thinks he's just figured out that Josh and Kat are fucking. Josh says no at the same time. Kat says gross,
Gross.
and Josh is like instantly offended, like, really gross?
Gross.
Um, we then see a scene where Iris is thinking through her plan. She first thinks of hitchhiking, but she's covered in blood, so that wouldn't work.
I mean, I also find him gross. Not because of the
Yeah,
way he looks or anything, but because of his personality.
the way he treats women. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
She thinks about walking all the way home, but then realizes by the time she gets there, Josh will be waiting with a
I mean,
gun,
I
and
wouldn't
she
be
imagines
friends with him either, though.
right. I
So,
get that.
okay. Anyway.
When she thinks about walking home, she imagines him shooting her in the head by the time she gets there.
Mhm.
Then she realizes that Josh's phone also controls the car, and we see her getting into the car, her starting up the car, taking the car home. When the car says, "May I add that this is a terrific plan, Irish?" She
Yeah.
replies, "Thank you, Josh's car." And we cut to her still in the woods, which
Yeah.
definitely fooled me until the car started
Just
telling her what a great plan
she's
it
just
was.
picturing it.
Right. On the way back, Iris hides when she hears Eli and Patrick. Eli stops when he hears something, but then says that it must be the sound of him wasting his time. And he wants to go back and let Josh and Kat worry about Iris.
Yeah, if I was Eli, I would have gone back to the house,
Yeah.
taken my $4 million,
Take it off.
and Jet it
Yeah.
out. Yup.
Right.
Oh, no, I mean, no. If I was Eli, I would have called the cops and told them what happened. But, if I was Eli and his okay with killing personality, I guess I would, yeah, jet out.
Right. So Patrick asked if Eli's still mad that they left him out of the plan, and he said if the roles were reversed and he reprogrammed Patrick to kill, he would have included Josh from the beginning. We could see in Patrick's face that when Eli says this, that he seems upset about it. And he asks Eli if he would ever reprogram him, and Eli says, "No, I was talking hypothetical." And then Patrick tells him that he figured out a long time ago that he's a robot. Eli asks how can it be when he speaks about how they met because he can't lie. To which Patrick says, even though he knows it isn't true, it's not a lie. For him, it's real because that's the way he feels about it.
Yeah.
And we see the events play out of their meet cute, which ends in them epically dancing to As the Life of the
That's really
Party to a
funny.
Little Boo Thing
Yeah.
by Paul Russell, with everyone at the party cheering them on. Eli drops to his knees to tell Patrick that he would never treat him like Josh treats Iris and that he truly loves him, even though he knows it sounds crazy to see it out loud. Eli asks Patrick to describe what their love feels like, and he says, it feels like pain,
Doesn't sound good. I'll tell you
like
what.
the inside of your body's on fire. It's angry and violent and bright. Yeah, you're right.
Does not sound good.
Does not sound good, right? Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so this moment's like, oh, sweet, he loves a robot, but then I'm like, not really, because he created this quote unquote perfect man for himself, who's very obedient. You can see that, who does whatever he wants. So
Sure.
he loves him, but does he really love him like a human, or does he love him like a pet almost? You know what I mean? I mean, not to get too deep on this, but I'm like,
Sure. No, I get it.
it's almost like, oh, that's kind of sweet. Like he really, and I do think he cares about him more than Josh cares about Iris, for sure.
Yeah.
But he's still not exactly treating him like a human being. You know what I mean?
Right. I guess it's easy to fall in love with someone if you made them the perfect creation for you.
And they never fight with you. You know what I mean? They
Right.
do whatever you want. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, but the movie portrays it as like he really cares about him.
I know. And I do think he
But
really cares about it, like I said. But,
yeah, he seems like a better person than Josh.
yeah. For sure. I mean, everybody in the movie's a better person than Josh.
Maybe. I mean, Kat really led Josh on to what he believed to make him go through with the plan.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, Kat's not so good. That's true.
Okay. So then Josh's phone starts ringing. She rushes to silence it, but not before Eli pulls out the gun and starts firing, and he hits a tree as she's running away. And then he's like, that's fucking loud. I thought that was so
Yeah.
funny. We see Josh and Kat that heard the shot, and we see Patrick can run really fast. Iris doesn't see Eli coming, who tackles her, sending them both falling down the hill. When they land, Iris notices that the gun has landed a bit away, and they both go for it. As they fight, Eli tells Iris it isn't personal, but it's a fucking lot of money. And when he says the word money, the gun goes off, and there's a big hole in his back, which is interesting because, like, did he pull the trigger on himself? Because she can't hurt him.
No, she can. I don't. Did they turn off her aggression?
Oh, because she's still aggression, right?
I don't understand. That would be the first thing that I would do as soon as they
unmod
got her back,
and
they exactly. Like what?
You're right. My bad.
We did a lot of stupid things.
Yeah. So Patrick sees that Eli's dead, and right behind him, Kat and then Josh arrive.
I mean, I don't know that she meant to shoot him exactly. She was like fighting for her life, but
yeah. No,
she definitely could have. Yeah.
Right. Josh tries to yell for her to go to sleep, but his commands are no longer working. She runs to get back to the car, smashing Josh's hand as she closes the door. It doesn't take her long to realize
she had turned voice commands off.
Yeah. And it doesn't take her long to realize that the car won't follow her commands.
Mm-hmm.
She starts working to adjust her voice to sound just like Josh's. He grabs a rock to start breaking through the window, and she pulls away and runs over his foot. So he hobbles inside to get Sergei's phone, and he has to remember Stalin's birthday, but he doesn't know what it is. So he pulls down a book about Stalin to look it up. Then we have a scene that reminds me of Ready or Not when the car is reported stolen because it stops driving.
I totally thought of that too.
Yeah. It locks her inside and says the police are notified. Josh calls her to tells her that they can go back to normal. They'll just blame it all on Patrick, and Kat will go along with it. But she tells him that he programmed her to murder, and it's really hard to come back from that. She says that they aren't working. They're on two totally different paths, and he realizes that his sex bot is breaking up with him.
Oh,
which I feel
burn.
like is a new low, right? Yeah. Hit a new low. She even says the line, "It's not you, it's
It's
me."
me.
Right. After she hangs up, he runs out to where Patrick is holding Eli, looking catatonic. He gets Eli's phone to open it with his face. Kat wants to know what he's doing. He says he's taking care of it. He mods Patrick, pushing his aggression all the way to 100,
I
but it
don't
still
know.
doesn't
Maybe
work.
you would have learned your lesson that this was a bad idea already, but no,
Guess not.
gotta double down on it.
So he uses Eli's finger to factory reset Patrick and then assigns himself as his new owner. And we watch as the mute cute happens again, this time from Josh being in the green dino suit. Iris kicks her way out of the window, but not before she gets the attention of Deputy Hendricks. With quick thinking, she switches her language to German because she can't lie. And we get this comical scene where he's asking questions and she keeps telling him the truth, but
Yeah,
he can't understand any of it. And I think it's awesome.
yeah, it's funny. Poor Officer Hendricks
Yeah.
trying to do his job, you know.
Yeah. He does figure out that she came from Sergei's place. She tries to warn him when she sees Patrick coming up, but he, of course, can't understand her. And
Yeah, so Patrick's is in full Terminator mode now.
oh, big time. Yeah.
We didn't see what his aggression had got moved all the way up to 100.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
As the deputy pulls out his gun, he pushes it out of the way and starts bashing his face in
Why
with his
would
own
this
gun.
even be something that you could? I guess maybe they're used as like military bots too, maybe. Because I'm like, why would that even be a setting? But then I thought, yeah, maybe it's like they're robots that are used for a lot of different things. And
did you see that?
What?
It was on the Daily Show. These new robots that are like coming for the house that they're like supposed to do daily tasks, and it shows that it took 30 minutes for the robot to load the dishwasher.
No.
But it like says it won't ever harm you. It can't do anything that would harm you, but it can lift things that are 300 pounds. So I'm like, yeah, well, then obviously it could smash you to death while you're sleeping.
Well, maybe it wouldn't harm you on purpose.
Right.
I mean, it's just a machine
accidentally drop a 300-pound item on you.
Yeah. That's what we are promised, though. Machines that are going to do our chores for us. Ah, when's that a coming? Roombas aren't that good.
I know. So Iris tries to run, but he unlocks Josh's phone and turns Iris off. We cut to Kat, who's taking drugs and drinking alcohol, and Josh is warning her against this, but she just gives him the finger. That's when we see the deputy's car pull up.
Oh, wait. I want to pause and tell you something. Those looked like brand name Xanax.
Sure.
Were they actually brand name Xanax? I don't know. But they definitely looked like brand name Xanax. So I'm like, very good movie. Because I would see it and be like, what the fuck is that? That's not a Xanax. But it looked like it.
Sure. No, you're right. Yeah. Good props department.
Once again, I'm a pharmacist, not a druggie. Okay, just telling everybody.
Edit that right out. I'm just kidding.
I love drugs. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, that made it easier. Oh. Okay, so they run out to see the car, and we see that Patrick is driving. They ask him whose car it belongs to, and he says he believes the name on the tag was Hendricks. And he gets Kat out of the trunk and starts taking her inside the house, and they ask where Hendricks is now, and he says in the trunk. So they go see that he's dead in the trunk. This is enough for Kat to start. Right. This is enough for Kat to pack up and start leaving.
Oh, yeah. Should have done that a long time ago.
Josh says that this was okay because Sergei was a bad guy, and she tells him, well, he was a really bad boyfriend. And
a bad husband. But...
Right. And she tells him that he was never a mobster, that he assumed that, and she let him believe it. And she tells him that he made his fortune doing sod farming.
Which, that's why it was funny when he said you had to get your hands dirty.
Right. His hands are in a lot of pots.
From sod.
Oh,
that's
man.
So funny. But yeah, this guy was just a rich guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing anything illegal. Yeah, he wanted to sexually assault a robot, but I guess in his mind it was a robot, and that's what its purpose was.
Sure.
I don't think he was thinking it. I mean, maybe he was, but I don't think he was necessarily thinking of it as sexually assaulting anybody. He's just like, oh, He's a robot. Why not?
Yeah.
But I mean, the fact that she started fighting back, maybe I've told you no, but whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So when Kat tries to walk out, Josh tells Patrick to stop her, but since his aggression still turned up, he just stabs her in the back, which is enough to start her dying.
It's good that she took those Xanax.
Right. She told Josh is trying to be like, oh, that's not what I meant. And she's like, just shut up. She goes to sit down next to Iris and goes to the couch to die. That's when it starts raining, like Iris predicted earlier in the film. This Guy in Love with You by Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass plays as we see Patrick moving the bodies and preparing dinner. At the table, on one end is Josh, and on the other end is Iris, now dressed in a pink and blue outfit. He's also chained her left wrist to the chair. He tries to talk to her, but she's still speaking German, so when he switches it back to English, she says, fuck you. Josh tells her he can't believe that all she's done, and she tells him that she was just trying to live. But basically, he's trying to blame her for all the events, and she's like, no, these events are on you because you're greedy. He tells her that she knows him better than anybody, and she says that he believes that the world owes him so much. He likes to be in control, and also he has a below average size penis. And she says, and I can't lie, so like or something like that, right?
Yeah. And then he turns her intelligence down.
Yeah, down to 0.
All the way down. Wah, 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 wah.
And then he starts to torture her by commanding her to hold her hand above a candle flame. And that's when Empathics calls. Oh, by the way, Patrick's cooking them dinner.
Yeah, and also he opened a bottle of wine, and they really show you the corkscrew.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, oh, something's happening. Something's going to happen with this corkscrew.
Right.
Because that's why I thought something was going to happen with the CD player, but it didn't. And because they really give it a money shot. Like, you're like, oh, this is a nice. I mean, I do.
Director likes physical media.
I do like this corkscrew. Looks nice.
Yeah. So Empathics calls. He gets on the phone with them, acting all like the victim of a crime, and they said they're 30 minutes out. Then he notices that her whole hand is burst into flames, and we see that she is crying, although she can't express it. And he orders Patrick to go stop the fire, and so he pours a thing of water all over it.
Now her arm is all burnt.
Yeah, exactly. He orders Patrick to give Iris the gun and orders her to take it. He tells her to point it at her head and pull the trigger, and she says she doesn't want to, but he commands her again as she pulls the trigger. We cut to later when Josh is explaining to the empathic employee named Sid how Iris might have just been jealous of him and Kat's chemistry, and described that they always had this will they, won't they.
Yeah, right.
Right.
That's what somebody who says, oh, gross, is a
right,
will they or won't they.
Will they, won't
oh, no.
You protest too much. Right. So Sid asks if that's when Officer Hendricks shot her when she got all aggressive, and because Patrick can't lie still, he says, no, she shot herself. And Sid's like, oh, wait, hold up. You left that out of the story. And Josh tries to cover it up, but it's obviously not a great story. He asks, does that make sense? And Sid says it does. And
well, he's like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
That's not my domain. The cops fire story, then that's fine with me. Bye-bye.
So he and his fellow coworker from Empathics, Teddy, go outside.
Oh, wait, they also tell Josh, which is so stupid, that they're going to look at her like memory.
That's right, yeah.
It's like, oh, why did you tell him that?
And Josh is like, wait, is that even possible?
Like, no, yeah, exactly. I destroyed her head, and they're like, oh no, it's not in her head. That's just where her like Wi-Fi signal comes from.
Right, he's like, it's all in the user agreement. You read the user agreement, right?
Yeah,
like, of course, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Anyway, so now he's like, oh shit.
And Sid also mentions here that Patrick looks really familiar, and Josh tries to say, oh yeah, I know, he must look like a movie star, because I thought the same thing. So outside, Teddy asks Sid what do you think happened, and he goes, oh yeah, he modded her. He's like, really? He's like, oh yeah, they're fucked.
100%.
Yeah. And so as they're about to pull away, they put her in the back, and as they're about to pull away, you see Patrick standing there looking like the T-1000.
I know, so much Terminator energy in this.
Who was played by Robert Patrick. So it makes me wonder if that's why they named him Patrick.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't think about that either.
I'm not sure, but I thought that was a coincidence. That's where Sid realizes that he's an older model, which is a CY12, and they stopped making them a long time ago, which is why he didn't recognize him. Patrick shoots Sid, and then Teddy is able to escape in the woods while You Showed Me by the Turtles plays. Teddy quickly finds a stack of dead bodies where we see Iris wake back up, confused why she's there. They
just made a body pile? Like, what's that about?
I mean, he made Patrick clean up earlier.
Patrick just, I guess you're right. And then Patrick just piled all the bodies somewhere.
Right. So as Teddy crawls away, he backs up into Patrick, who's holding the gun to his head. Teddy begs when Patrick pulls the trigger, but it's out of bullets. Patrick picks him up by a tree and starts to choke him. That's when Iris shows up with a cattle prod, but Patrick drops him. Unfortunately, since Iris's system settings have been reset, she can't hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick knocks her down, getting the cattle prod, and Iris asks what Josh told him, which is that everyone's trying to break them up. Iris starts to repeat the lines that Patrick said about how he feels love for Eli, which is his pains, angry, violent, and bright. He accuses Iris of lying, but then she reminds Patrick that she can't lie. He starts to remember Eli, and Patrick sticks the cattle prod in his own mouth, shutting himself down.
Aww.
Teddy thanks her for saving his life, and after she asks his name, she tells him she needs his help. Yeah, but I think they could still reboot up Patrick if they wanted
to. He fried his brain. That's right.
Right, yeah. So we cut to Josh packing away all the money. He thinks he hears Patrick come in, but when he doesn't answer, the song Boy starts playing again. He goes to stop the music and sees Iris asking why she just can't die. Iris using...
we have to get another close-up shot of that CD player.
It's a good song too. I've been jamming that song for a week now.
Good, but why the CD player? I don't know.
I love physical media.
CD player. Anyway.
So Iris comes in using his voice saying, just remember to smile and act happy. Mm-hmm. She tells Josh that she has a new friend named Teddy that gave her total self-control, and she shows him by changing the color of her eyes. She tells him that she has him to thank for it because he blew out her Wi-Fi connection so they can never get back into her. He says that he knows the gun's out of bullets. She shoots right next to his head like it goes in the wall. And he's like, oh my gosh, you almost shot me. And she goes, oh, I feel terrible about it. And then is happy because that's her first lie. And she's like, I see the appeal. He asks why she came back, and she says she has to let him know that it's over and he can't control her anymore. She holds the gun up to him, but he figures that even though she can kill him, she won't because she still loves him. That's when he starts throwing her around, showing how evil he really is. He gets on top of her.
I think we got it. Before.
Well, sure, but now he's physical abuse is a new level.
Now he's trying to kill her. Yeah.
He gets on top of her, slamming her head to the ground, demanding that she stay.
He already burned her arm.
Yeah. So he goes from torture to physical violence. Sure. So he's demanding her to say that she loves him, even if it's a lie. And so he does get her to say it. He says it's nice to hear and pulls out the gun. He aims at her head, but says he won't make that mistake again, lowering it to the abdomen. He tells her while she's a big pain in his ass, they had some great times, which he will always cherish. He cocks the gun, asking if there's anything she wants to add, and she says yes. Go to sleep, Josh, and brings up the automatic cork removal to his temple, which drills in his head and kills him.
It's very slowly.
Was it not designed with any kinds of safety features?
I thought the same thing. I don't think you could probably hold an automatic corkscrew to your head.
Right.
Although it does go so slowly that how would you
pull it away?
How would you accidentally? Yeah. So maybe not.
We get a repeated voiceover describing how she sees the world without seeing the world. Then she takes another shower and she looks at her burnt arm.
Yeah, she peels off the burnt skin or whatever it is.
So and it looks just like the arm in Terminator 2 when they're like studying
Terminator 2 arm.
Yep. And we get the repeat of the voiceover that if you're lucky, the world will be clearly once in a lifetime. But for her, it happened twice. The first when she met Josh and the second when she killed him. We watch as she drives off in a red 1966 Ford Mustang because I guess she's done with smart cars. She also throws Josh's phone out of the car.
Yeah.
The pink and red credits play, and we see her on the road where she drives next to another self-driving car with a man with another companion unit who's another version of Iris, but this one's with blonde hair. She flashes her robot arm at her, which confuses the companion, and Iris drives off smiling.
The end. Oh, she also took the money.
That's right. She took all the money. Yeah. $12 million.
Yay.
So some people read that ending as the start of a robot revolution, but the director states that he has no plans for a sequel and envisions that Iris just lives out her freedom working on a farm somewhere that she owns.
Oh, nice.
But yeah.
I mean, working on a farm for $12 million. No.
Well, no, she's going to own her own farm, but she just wants to be self-sustaining away from other humans.
Oh, I see.
So grow her own food and stuff. Be self-sufficient.
But does she have new food?
She wouldn't. I don't know.
Maybe not.
I have no idea why he picked farm. But that's what he envisions.
Just away from people.
So the director said with a lot of AI movies out there, he wanted to make one where we sympathize with the AI, but he also had an early idea in the film that Iris was going to be evil. They used puppets for the robot arm, and her real arm was wearing a green sleeve. So like it looks like she's holding the steering wheel, but her arm's down at the bottom. So that was kind of cool. And Jack Quaid said in an interview with Fandango that the key to playing the villain is that you see them as they see it. They don't see themselves as doing anything but right. He says that Josh is a guy that has never heard the words "I love you." That was his motivation.
That's kind of sad.
I know, it was really sad, right?
That's really sad. Jeez, Jack Quaid, don't make me feel bad for this guy who's a horrible person.
How did you like the romantic setup from the beginning? Did it feel authentic to you, or did you? But you already knew about the robot.
I already knew. Yeah. Right. I think it would have been a really cool reveal.
Yeah. But it's the same thing about I feel about Abigail. Like if we had a trailer that did never show that she was a vampire,
but the difference between
how would they get people in the seats?
Yeah, to me, the difference between I was just like, the thing is, you need to show what kind of movie it is, right? Like Abigail is not just a heist movie or whatever. It's a a horror movie, horror action, whatever you want to call it. So you'd have to show something killing them in the house without necessarily showing it was Abigail. And I think they could have shown that. And in this one, I think you could have shown like something happened and she's trying to get away. You know what I mean? Like she killed somebody and now she's trying to get away or something without revealing that she's a robot. I don't know, but the thing is, I think they don't want to take the risk that people are going to be upset by it, like be like, oh, it's a robot, I don't want to watch this movie, or whatever. I don't know.
But I do think the movie was fine. With knowing the twist, I still enjoyed the movie a lot.
Yeah, it was still a good movie. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I still liked it too.
Yeah. Were you more comfortable with the film as a sci-fi thriller, a horror movie, or a dark comedy? Which worked best for you?
I think, I guess it's like I don't know. It's not really I wouldn't call this a horror so much, even though this is a horror podcast and it had horror elements, right? Like,
right.
It had very Terminator vibes, and not that Terminator 2 is a horror, but Terminator 1 was. Yeah. And, people getting killed. But I think it was more sci-fi, like thriller kind of movie,
Yeah, I agree. I heard about it because of other horror podcasts and other, YouTube videos that are talking about horror movies that are coming out. So it's definitely considered by the horror community as a horror. But it blends a lot of genres, with starting with romantic comedy before going into sci-fi, and then kind of bringing it home with the gore and a lot of blood. I guess it's CGI blood.
It was I see where you're going with that. There was CGI, or not CGI. There was a lot of blood in this movie.
Right, and then I know revenge horror is a type of horror out there, but it's a lot of that goes around starting with a sexual assault and then a woman coming back and then killing all the guys that were responsible for it.
Yeah, I guess this was like a, what do you call it? Like a female rage movie. Sure. She's taking it out on people. Oh, what's this? I'm just trying to find this movie. There's this movie, Mechanic.
The Mechanic?
No.
Jason Statham?
No, it has a robot in it. I was gonna ask if you've seen it, but I can't think. Well, we'll talk about it off screen. There's no, because I want to find it. Right? There's somebody famous in the movie and I cannot remember who it is.
Well, tell me the plot.
So somebody asks some guy to go to this like island. It's like this rich guy island something, and there is like a AI robot, and Ex Machina. Have you ever seen the movie Ex Machina?
No, I think you asked me this before, but I have not. No.
Oh, we should watch that.
Okay, all right. I'll remember to put on this.
That's more. I think that's more horror.
Sure.
Than this one.
If you could pick a companion movie to go with this, like to watch afterwards as a double feature, what would you recommend?
I think Megan.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Another AI movie. Different tone for sure.
Sure.
Can you come up with any good ones?
Hard Eyes.
Oh, well, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah, maybe I'll think Hard Eyes is a great two-parter cinema experience with this one.
It's got one of the twins from Scream.
Oh, cool. But I haven't seen any like sex robot movies, I don't think.
Oh, Okay, you're right. The one with Megan Fox.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, so I
That's
wonder if that would be a good one.
yeah. I mean, it's
Kind of
not a
similar.
great movie, but it's a
Yeah, I've
fun
heard it's
movie.
bad.
Like if you're looking for, yeah,
But I guess
sure,
that one also and Megan too would be good because they're
yeah,
kind of similar things in a way.
exactly,
Um,
exactly.
but yeah, or hey, how about Terminator? Terminator 1.
Yeah,
Robots.
it's a good one.
AI killing people.
All right. Anything else you want to say about it?
No, on the scary level, I would say not scary.
Of course, chicken approved.
Chicken approved by
Yeah.
Margo. And it had like a good tone. It wasn't like haha funny, but it had like some light moments that made it like fun.
Yeah, I
And
like the
I think it
music
was
a
like
lot.
a really nice looking movie. It looked nice.
Hmm.
It was a really cool house. I'd love to be on that lake house.
I liked her outfits.
Yeah, I mean the outfits were very like quirky girl, hot quirky girl coded.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
a Zoe Deschanel. Like
Yes, exactly.
she definitely was like a guy who wants like a Zoe Deschanel type with the like dark hair, light eyes, who wears these like
Right.
kind of retro-y, kind of cute little outfits that is like pretty but not like overtly sexual,
Right. Like if he
like a
picked from
quirky
settings,
girl.
he picked girl next door kind of setting.
Yeah, like
Ra-
quirky,
rather
beautiful
than
girl.
like, yeah. But then when you see her other robot at the very end in another car that's played by the same actress,
Yeah.
it's like that guy picked
It's like a bombshell, like
right,
sex
yeah.
bombshell. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. All right, I'll do the outro.
Alright.
Thank you everybody for listening. This has been Nightmare Echoes. We have new episodes every Monday. Please leave us a 5-star review on your podcast of choice. Thank you, Margo, for being here.
Tell us what you think on Instagram.
Oh yeah. All right, bye.
Bye.